Hello everyone, this is Mila. Today I'm reading chapter 3, The War Within. Sit back, close your eye for a moment, and focus on your breathing. Relax your shoulders and breathe in as deeply as you can, and then slowly release the air from your lungs. Do this several times. Breathe as if you are inflating your whole body. Clear down to your toes. Pause, and then slowly inhale. Feel great, isn't it? The air that enters our lungs brings life, and as we quickly our breathing through aerobic exercise or running, we feel invigorating, and we may even experience a feeling of euphoria. Being a doctor, I like to image what is happening inside my body as a cellular level as oxygen enters through my nose and travels to my lungs. Life is a intricately woven miracle. Evidence in every breath. I filled my lung with fresh air rich with oxygen. The molecule of oxygen then passed through the thin walls of the alveoli in the lungs into the blood that is passing by. Here it attached itself to the hemoglobin in my blood, and my beating heart pumps this new oxygen-generated blood out to all parts of body. The hemoglobins then release the oxygen so it can enter the cells of my body, where it gives energy and life itself. Within every cell in the body is formed called the mitochondria. Image yourself in front of crackling, warm fire. It burns safely and quietly most of the time, but on occasion, out flies a cinder that lands on your carpet, burning a little hole in it. One cinder by itself does not pose much of a threat, but of its sparkling and popping continue month after month, years after year, you will end up with a pretty rigid carpet in front of your fireplace. Similar this microscopic organism, the mitochondria within the cell reduce oxygen by the transfer of electron to create energy into form of ATP and produce a byproduct of water. The process without a hitch at least 98% of the time, but the full complement of 4 electrons need to reduce energy water does not always happen plain as free radical is produced. The cinder from the fireplace represents a free radical. The carpet represents your body. Which part of the body receives the most free radical damage is the first to wear out your potential develop degenerative disease. If it is your eyes, you could develop macular degeneration or cataract. If it is your blood vessel, you could have a heart attack or stroke. If it's your joint space, you could develop arthritis. If it's your skin, you could develop Alzheimer's or Parkinson's disease. After passing of the time, our body can just look like the carpet in front of the fireplace. Pretty ratty, huh? Together, we have just imaged that bright side of oxygen and life is brain. Like the warmth of the fire, but we cannot deny the rest of the story. This is the part of many of us have never heard of the damage of unruly free radical cause, otherwise as known oxidative stress. This oxidative stress is underlying cause of almost all of this chronic degenerative disease. Although this occurred on the inside, it's much easier to absorb the oxidative stress that is occurring on the outside surface of the body, the skin. Have you ever seen a several generation family portrait? If you look closely at their skin, you could see the significant difference between that of the youngest family member and the oldest. The effects you see is due to oxidative stress of the skin. The same decay is happening inside our body too. The dark side of oxygen. As I said, through biochemical research, we are learned that the underlying cause of degenerative disease and possibly the aging process itself is oxidative stress that free radical cause. Chemically, the violent action of this free radical has been shown to actually produce bursts of light that readily neutralize, and the free radicals set off a chain reaction leading to potential dangerous conditions. Do you know there are literally a war waging within your body? During the silent day-to-day breakdown of oxygen, a vital battle is occurring. We can consider this war by defining the specific role of fascinating and clear-out characters in the metabolism of our body. The enemy, free radical; the allies, antioxidants; behind the lines, supporting nutrients, the B cofactors, B1, B2, B6, B12, and folic acid. Antioxidant minerals. They are like the supply line of fuel, bullets, food, and mechanical who keep the machine running in combat situation. Enemy reinforcement, condition that increase the number of free radicals that the body produced, such as pollutants in our air, food, and water. Excessive stress, poor exercise habits, and so on. MUSH, repair units of the injury and the free radical. Free radicals are mainly oxygen molecular or atom that have at least 1 ampere electron that in our outer orbit. In the process of utilize oxygen during normalized metabolism within the cells to create energy called oxidation, active free oxygen radicals are created. They're essential have an electron charge and desire to get an electron from any molecule or substance in the vicinity. They have such a violent movement that they can have been shown chemically to create bursts of light within the body. If these free radicals are not rapidly neutralized by antioxidants, they may create even more violent free radical or causes damage to the cell membrane, vessel wall, protein, fat, or even the DNA nucleus of the cell. Scientific and medical literature refers to the damage as oxidative stress. Our ally, antioxidants. God did not leave us defensiveness against the onslaught of free radical. In fact, when I look at the intricate complex of our antioxidant defense system, I have great appreciation of how marvelous and wonderful we are made. We actually have our own enemy of antioxidants, which are able to neutralize free radicals and render them harmless. Antioxidants like the glass doors, fine wires mesh screen we place in front of fireplace, spark free radical are still going to fly. However, your carpet, your body, is protected. An antioxidant is a substance that has the ability to give up an electron to a free radical balance out to unpaired electron, which neutralize the free radical. Our body even has the ability to create some of its own antioxidants. In fact, the body produces 3 major antioxidant defense systems: the superoxidase dismutase, catalase, and glutathione peroxidase. It is not important that you remember this name, but it is important to realize that we do have a neutralized antioxidant defense system. Our body does not produce all the antioxidants we need. However, the rest of antioxidants must come from food, as you will learn nutritional supplements. As long as adequate amounts of antioxidants are available from the amount of free radical produced, no damage is wrought to our body. But when more free radicals are produced than there are antioxidants available, oxidative stress occurred. When in this situation persists for a prolonged period of time, we can develop chronic degenerative disease, begin to lose war in the battle. Balance is the key to winning this ongoing war. We must keep the offensive and defensive equally matched. In order to win, our body must always be armed with more antioxidants than free radicals. More and mass antioxidants we get from vegetables and fruits. The most common antioxidants are vitamin C, E, and A, and beta-carotene. We can obtain numerous other antioxidants from our food. These include enzyme, Q10, alpha-lipoic acid, and the colorful bioflavonoids antioxidants. And it's important to realize that antioxidant works in sync with one another to disarm free radical in different areas of body, like the various position of military defense. These antioxidants each have significant roles. Some antioxidants have the defense ability to actually regenerate other antioxidants so they can neutralize more free radicals. For example, vitamin C is a water-soluble and is therefore the best antioxidant to target free radical within the blood or plasma. Vitamin E, fat-soluble, and is the best antioxidant within the cell membrane. Glutathione is the best antioxidant within the cell itself. Alpha-lipoic acid works both within the cell membrane and the plasma. Vitamin C and alpha-lipoic acids have the ability to regenerate vitamin E and glutathione so they can be work again. The more antioxidant, the merrier. Our goal is to have more than enough antioxidant to neutralize the free radical we produce. This can occur only when a complete balanced army of antioxidants is available at all times. Behind the lines, every enemy needs a support system behind the battle lines. This is critical in the final outcome of a war. Simply having adequate amount of antioxidants or soldiers available to neutralize the free radical we produce is not the complete answer. Soldiers need continually supplies, animation, food, water, and clothing. If they are going to perform at their perk level, antioxidant soldiers need the viability of their nutrients in adequate amount to fulfill their duty on the front line against the threats of free radical. They need significant antioxidant minerals such as copper, zinc, magnesium, selenium, which aids in the chemical reaction of antioxidants so they are able to do their job effectively. If enough of these minerals are not available, oxidative stress will usually occur. Antioxidants also need certain cofactors in their enzyme reaction in order to perform their job properly. Cofactors are the military support system like the mechanical or supply officer, fuel tank, and marker of the ammunition. These are primarily the B cofactor, folic acid, vitamin B1, B2, B6, B12. We need a good store of both antioxidant mineral and the cofactors if we are going to have any hope of winning the war within. The battleground is actually more complicated than I have just described. You see, the number of free radicals we produce is never constant. The production of free radicals varies in daily process of normal metabolism and reduction of oxygen. Our defense system never knows exactly how many free radicals it will have to deal with on any given day. Many factors, many increased amounts of free radical we produce, in turn must neutralize. What caused the production of more free radical than our body can fight off? The question drove me to hours and hours of research. I learned to look at different sorts of free radical to find the answer. Let us now discuss this corpus. Thank you for watching. Next chapter I will read what creates free radical. I will see you next time.